But hey, it's right back with you to review the latest pro wrestling news and results. And for wrestlers, baby, let's get into it. This is a big preview and predictions episode of Layin Da Rant Down. We will be having another drop of Layin Da Rant Down probably on Sunday. And then the Mega Rant Marathon begins. 3 Mega Rants in a row leading into Monday on actually the shows that we're going to be talking about on this rant. So that's kind of the schedule ahead. Another Layin Da Rant Down on Sunday. We're going to be talking industry news and some updates on future pay-per-views and big events. We're going to have some updates on the all-in attendance number and so much more later on this weekend for a double dose of Layin Da Rant Down. All right, let's get into it. This is a big preview and predictions. I do not remember a specific day that there was so much big-time wrestling shows in a 24-hour period as it's going to be tomorrow, or when this rant drops, actually the same day as the late Friday night right now. By the time this rant uploads onto YouTube, it will be Saturday morning, and what a Saturday it's going to be. We got TNA's, or Impact's, Slammiversary. We also have AAA's TripleMania Tijuana, AEW Collision from Calgary in the Saddle Dome, a historic wrestling location, and it should be a really big 2 hours of Collision. We're going to follow that up with AEW Battle of the Belt 7, also from Calgary. So essentially, Collision, we're looking at more or less a 3-hour show on Saturday. Then on top of all of that, as if there wasn't enough wrestling right there, that's 9 hours and 3 shows. Generally speaking, there could be a little bit longer on the pay-per-view side with TripleMania, with Slammiversary. But then on top of all that, we got two events kicking off the New Japan's G-1 Climax 33 round-robin tournament, that wild month in wrestling with some of the most physically enduring matches of the year as part of this month-long round-robin multi-man tournament with 4 blocks of, I believe, 8 wrestlers in each block. It is going to be quite a Saturday in the world of wrestling. So let's not waste any more time. We got some previews, we got some predictions, some last-minute news on some of these events. Let's get into it. First and foremost, Impact Slammiversary from Windsor, Ontario, Canada is Saturday night on pay-per-view. And quite a deep lineup here. And lots of stuff as our things are bubbling up a little bit on the surface going into this pay-per-view. A couple big things that has been happening coming into this show. One thing that has been announced is that the main event itself will be the Knockouts Championship match with Trinity and Deonna Purrazzo. So that will finish off the show as the true main event. And I do foresee a title switch there. Going attached to that, Mercedes Moné is scheduled to at least be in the backstage as a support system for Trinity in this match. I honestly would not be shocked if she actually shows up on some level, maybe after Trinity beats Deonna Purrazzo. I mean, she's a New Japan talent. New Japan and Impact clearly have a pretty good working relationship right now, and it's very possible that she at least appears, not so much has a future career in Impact, but makes an appearance here, maybe at the end of Slammiversary to make it extra special. And we'll see what happens. But for sure, similar to back in April when Trinity made her debut in Chicago, Mercedes Moné once again is going to be at an Impact show supporting Trinity Fatu. The other big thing coming into this pay-per-view is that there's a mystery partner on the side of Scott D'Amore against Bully Ray and now Diener. It was Steve Macklin, but he got injured. Now Diener has taken the spot of Steve Macklin, and apparently PCO is, I still feel like this is on some level a storyline thing where he's not legitimately injured, but PCO is out of the match at Slammiversary, and in his replacement is apparently, the rumors are that it's a former member of Team Canada with Scott D'Amore. This is a Canadian pay-per-view in Windsor, Ontario, Canada, where Scott D'Amore is from. So that alone is, I guess, notable because D'Amore will be wrestling in front of his hometown crowd, essentially, in Windsor. But the rumor is that WWE privately, without a lot of hoopla, released Eric Young, and Eric Young will be returning to Impact in this position as Scott D'Amore's tag partner in this mixed tag against Diener and Bully Ray. Now, with Eric Young coming back, the dynamic with Diener in there makes a little more sense because, of course, Eric Young, Violent by Design, he left, then Diener took over as the Design, and if I recall in the storyline, basically Diener essentially beat up or attacked or laid out, or maybe even in the storyline, like killed him. Eric Young was taken to the woodshed. I think I remember something that was similar to a horror movie scene where Diener actually was stabbing Eric Young with some sort of knife. And we'll see how they explain this, but apparently Eric Young's coming back in this tag match with Scott D'Amore against Bully Ray and Diener on pay-per-view. Let's get into all the matches and the lineups, and I'll give my predictions real quick. Pre-show matches, Death Dolls and Jody Threat against Giselle Shaw, Savannah Evans, David Dell. I think Jody Threat will probably get the win here, more than likely over Savannah Evans. Maybe we're going to see something set up with Jody Threat and Giselle Shaw post-Slammiversary. We'll see about that. Also, I figure this is going to be on the pre-show as well, the Digital Media Championship, Joe Henry against Kenny King. I guess just keep it on Hendry. I don't see any reason not to at this point. He's pretty over, and the gimmick's working. Pay-per-view matches, I'm assuming here, I don't think they really announced anything officially for the pre-show and on the regular pay-per-view separate, so this is just my guess that those first two matches are going to be on the pre-show. Other matches include Kazarian against Eddie Edwards in the rubber match between these two, and both Talent's wives, Tracy Brooks and Alicia Edwards, will be at ringside to add a little different dynamic for this match. Santino Marella against the Dirty Dango. Not really looking forward to this match. I have not enjoyed the build for this match, but it is what it is. I think more than likely Santino Marella will go over in this one. Then we got the Knockouts Tag Championships. Killer Kelly and Masha Slamovich against the Coven. I definitely could see a title change here. I think Killer Kelly and Masha are over, and I like the whole thing they got going. I've said it before on rants. I'm not going to lie. Tag title four-way match from the men's side. Team Bullet Club, Chris Bay, Ace Austin, ABC against Sammy Callahan, Rich Swann, Moose, and Brian Myers, and Subculture. I think it's pretty clear that ABC is going to win this match, and we're going to see the Rascals against ABC in a program after Slammiversary. Then we got an Ultimate X match next, a five-way, which sounds really good on paper. We got Kushida, Kevin Knight, Alan Angels, Jonathan Gresham, and Speedball Mike Bailey. I'm presuming this is a number one contendership for the X Division Championship. I'm going Speedball with Mike Bailey all the way on this one. X Division Championship is going to be a barn burner of a match as well. Chris Sabin against Leo Rush. And I actually could see a title switch here. I think Leo Rush might be Chris Sabin. Speedball Mike Bailey. It's the Ultimate X. That's our next program. Yes, please. Leo Rush against Speedball Mike Bailey. I think did they have a match in the Best of Super Juniors tournament? I do believe they may have. If they haven't, whatever the case, it's going to be an awesome match. I want to see it. We talked about D'Amore and a mystery partner against Bully and Diener. It's looking like it's going to be Eric Young. Also to note, Darren McCarty, that former hockey player who got involved in Bully Ray and other angles, actually in Windsor previously, is the referee for this match. I expect the baby faces to go over here. Probably Eric Young really gets into it with Diener, probably setting up a program post Slammiversary as well. And I think Bully Ray is going to get his in this match. I expect Tommy Dreamer to maybe make an appearance here as well. D'Amore and Eric Young go over in this one. Then, what I would consider the double main event here, Alex Shelley against Nick Aldis for the Impact World Championship. And once again, I could see a title switch here, most certainly. I hate to say it because I'm a big fan of the Motor City Machine Guns, but I think on this pay-per-view at Slammiversary, we might see both guys lose their single titles. So I'm going to go Nick Aldis, new Impact World Champion, after this match. And then we get to the main event, like I said on the top of the outset here. Knockouts Championship, Trinity against Deonna Purrazzo. I do see a title switch here. I think Trinity will win the Women's Championship. I do think Mercedes Moné will make an appearance afterwards. The question is, will it be with the cameras rolling or maybe after the cameras stop rolling? I guess time will tell on that one. All right, let's get into TripleMania Tijuana. This is going to be a wild card. I have a feeling. On top, we got Kenny Omega against El Hijo del Vecino for the AAA Mega Championship. It's already been announced as well that they're going to continue the storyline even outside of AEW with Don Callis now managing El Hijo del Vecino in this match against Kenny Omega. What a weird dynamic in this one, but this is going to be a hell of a main event. Expected to probably eclipse even the level that we saw these two guys have on that Dynamite episode. I think this match will even blow that one out of the water. Then in that tournament that they were doing, which is a tag team tournament, where essentially the final loser of the tournament go on to take each other on in Mexico City at the next TripleMania, which I think is in like August, I believe August 12th, Mexico City. Losing team will be in a hair versus hair match or hair versus mask match as the next iteration of TripleMania here. This tag match, keep in mind, losers advance into that final match. We got Sam Adonis and Psycho Clown, who have been feuding for quite a while. All indications kind of point that that may be the final match. And then I would guess Sam Adonis would lose his hair. But on the other side, there's a real controversy with LA Park. And indeed, he is coming in, Roosh. There was some discrepancy if he was going to make this show. But he is in. This match is happening. And there's kind of the way they're playing it up in the storyline is that LA Park may intentionally try to lose the match because he wants to face Roosh in that mask versus hair. But there's always been a lot of conjecture in the history with these guys because LA Park wants big money to lose that mask and Roosh wants big money to lose that hair. So will that match happen? It's anybody's question, but I think I'm going to go with probably Sam Adonis and Psycho Clown losing the match somehow because I just don't think they have confidence in Roosh continuing on in AAA, and LA Park is always a big question mark, certainly, as well. Just to note on the main event, too, I didn't throw a prediction on that, but I'm going to go, I just don't know if they'll give Kenny Omega the title back. Vecino has had such a great run here, and I think with Don Callis involved, that gives credence that Vecino is probably going to win this match over Kenny Omega. As Kenny Omega won that first match, I could see the politics here shifting to second match. Vecino that opens up a rubber match in the future as well on either AEW programming or AAA. So I could see Vicino definitely winning this one. Let's talk about Pentagon Jr. against QT Marshall. What a weird match on a TripleMania, and it is an ambulance match. So the background here is that QT Marshall was like stalking Pentagon Jr. in the storylines here, and he was finally revealed. Will other members of QTV be involved in this match? Wouldn't shock me. Johnny Hennigan, Johnny Nitro, Johnny TV, Johnny Impact, Johnny Caballero, whatever you want to call him, John Morrison, could certainly get involved in this match, and I kind of think that might happen. And then that would lead to maybe a feud afterwards with Pentagon and Johnny Caballero, I guess we call him in AAA. Guess we'll see what happens. But this is an ambulance match, which I think is a first in AAA ever. Cope TripleMania match. This is a kind of like a Royal Rumble style type of thing. And we have some pretty decent names. There's usually a lot of surprises in this one, but some of the notable names include Gringo Loco, Willie Mack, La Iguana, Jack Cartwheel, and many others as part of this match. We got some trios bouts coming up in TripleMania. The team of Camille, Natalia Markova from NWA, and Viva Van from Las Vegas and other promotions against Sexy Star, Dallas, and Lady Shotzi in a women's trios match. Another trios match coming up. Vampiro, Jack Evans, and Aramis against the team of Bestia 666, Mecha Wolf, and Pagano. That should be probably a more of a hardcore match style on that one. And then we also have an 8-man. Nicho, which is the original Psychosis, Ray Orus, Damien 666, and Extreme Tiger, who I haven't seen in a while, against Daga, Chessman, Negro Casas, and Argenis. So quite a loaded TripleMania this time around. I'm really looking forward to this show. I really like AAA generally. I've just always been a fan of their product, and AAA TripleMania events usually never let me down at all. All right, let's get into the next run here. This is Collision, a loaded show from Calgary at the Saddle Dome. It's going to be a really hot crowd for this show, I have a feeling, as the Owen Hart tournament concludes with both the women and the men finals. The women final, Willow Nightingale against Ruby Soho. I'm going to go Willow for the win on this one. And then for the men, CM Punk and Ricky Starks. This is going to be an upset, but I'm going Ricky Starks here. I think Punk is going to try to make a point to be a locker room leader, and he's going to put over Starks in this match. That's my prediction. Ricky Starks winning the Owen Hart finals. There are some rumors that Jushin Thunder Liger may be brought into the show to honor the legacy of Owen Hart. We'll see if that happens. Time will tell. And then we also have a 2 out of 3 falls match for the tag titles. Bullet Club Gold against FTR. I am going to go FTR for the win on this one. So quite a loaded lineup for Collision this week. I'm looking forward to it because it's been, since 1997 at the Calgary Saddle Dome, one of the better crowds in WWF history at this time, back in the day. But now, long time later, I guess 26 years later, we're back for an AEW event at that same location. How about Battle of the Belt 7? This is an extra hour added to the Collision block of programming. On Saturday night, we got Luchasaurus in there against Shawn Spears for the TNT Championship. I will go Luchasaurus in this one. Hopefully something segues into a much more meaningful TNT Championship focus here. I don't know, but this is not it, that's for sure. Toni Storm against Taya Valkyrie for the Women's Championship. I'm going Toni Storm. And then the main event for Battle of Belt 7 is Orange Cassidy against Lance Archer. This could be interesting and quite a challenge for the streak of Orange Cassidy in there against Lance Archer. And I don't think Archer will get the title, but he may come close in this one against Orange Cassidy. That's for sure. So that's Battle Belt 7, also from Calgary, immediately after Collision on TNT on Saturday night. And then finally, without any further ado, here we go. It's kicking off the wild month in New Japan known as G1 Climax. The 33rd annual G1 Climax is just mere hours away from now. First event, which will highlight the opening matches in the A and B block, kick off tonight in, just like I said, literally hours from now. So by Saturday morning, that event will conclude with these matches, and I'll throw my predictions on these as well. Chase Owens against Gabe Kidd. I'm going to go Gabe Kidd. Shota Umino against Ren Narita. That might be a good match. I'm going to go Umino on that one. Yota Tsuji against Noah's Kaito Kiyomiya. This is going to be... I'm actually looking forward to this match, maybe more than anything from the first two nights. I will go Kiyomiya. Oh boy, this is a tough one because they really want to push Yota Tsuji probably hard in this Climax tournament. But Kiyomiya is from the outside too, so he's got to get some significant shine in this tournament, I think, as well. I'm going to go Kiyomiya. I'm going to go Kiyomiya on this one. And then to conclude the A block on the first night, Sanada, the world champion over in New Japan, or the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, against Hikuleu. And I will go Sanada on that one. B block, night one, Yoshihashi against ELP. I will go ELP. Tangaloa coming back. Haven't seen him in a while. Against Kenta, I will go probably Tangaloa and upset on that one. Kazuchika Okada's in here against the Great Okan. We'll Okada on that. And then to close out the B block on night one, Will Ospreay against Taichi. I'm going to go Ospreay for the win on that. C block then on Saturday into Sunday morning. The C and D block once again from Sapporo. Both first nights, the first two nights are in Sapporo. Tomohiro Ishii opens the B block against David Finlay. This should be another good opening round match for sure. I'm going to go Ishii on that. Mikey Nichols against Aaron Hanare. I'll go Hanare. Shingo Takagi against Eddie Kingston. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. I will go Eddie Kingston for the win on Shingo Takagi, but that is going to be an awesome match. And also Evil against Tama Tonga. I will go Tama Tonga to close out the C block on that one. And then we move to the D block. Hiroki Goto against Toru Yano. Goto. I'll go Goto. 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 That doesn't sound right. Goto. There we go. Shane Haste in there against Alex Coughlin. I'll go Alex Coughlin. Hiroshi Tanahashi and Zack Sabre Jr., they never have a bad match. This will be no exception. I'll go Zack Sabre Jr. for that one. And then finally in the D block, Jeff Cobb in there against Tetsuya Naito. I'm going to go Jeff Cobb on the upset on that one. I think Cobb's going to look really strong in this G1 Climax tournament this year. I'm just going to throw out a random prediction for the entire winner of the G1 Climax this year. I think it's going to be Will Ospreay. I'm just throwing it out there. Will Ospreay winning all of it, G1 Climax this year. That's my fearless prediction on this one. Well, we've covered a lot of ground. There is, if you count up all the hours of all these shows that we just talked about that are set in a 24-hour block, we are looking at about at least 15 to 16 hours of wrestling in a 24-hour period, folks. This is going to be one Saturday, remember, in wrestling. Hope you enjoy the shows. Come back and check out my mega rants on the G1 Climax 33 first two nights. Also, Impact Slammiversary and the AAA TripleMania Tijuana event as well. All mega rants leading into Monday right here at Wrestling Rant. So come on back. Sunday we're going to be doing another Layin Da Rant Down. Maybe I'll throw a little bit of thoughts on Collision, on what all happened there, as well as industry news, all kinds of stuff on jam-packed Layin Da Rant Down Sunday. And then we go to mega rants 3 times over leading into next week. All right, enjoy all the wrestling on Saturday, and see you right back here Sunday for some more wrestling rants. Bye-bye.